The literacy that film can bring to a community is amazing. It can stimulate every part of you. Your hearing, your seeing, your kinesthetic, everything. And all the films that I saw from my colleagues here helped me to see that more and more and inform the clarity of my project. My film is called Since I've Been Down, and it's about men and women freeing themselves in one of the worst places possible, prison. Hedgebrook has been magical for me. The safety to look at things that you refused to see before. You really understand what you believe in, honestly.
I'm working on a film called A Woman's Work, and it follows 3 young women who are fighting for wage equality, and they were all former professional cheerleaders who sued their former teams and the leagues with class action lawsuits. The women in my film are not the most likely activists, so I've experienced a lot of people demeaning them in some way. Coming here, I was actually very nervous, but after I showed my piece and we all discussed it, that was incredibly affirming and made me believe in the film even more. The Hedgebrook experience has been very holistic in many ways, whether it's the emotional, creative, intellectual support from the mentors and the other filmmakers, or it's the delicious food that we are served, or the fact that we get to have our own cottage and our own space. All of that has been immensely liberating for me. As a woman of color, being able to come here, I do feel like it's a healing space as well for me.
The Hedgebrook experience is incredibly unique and unlike any other lab experiences that I've been through before. It's a very grueling, intensive process to make a documentary film. And to be in this environment that's conducive to creativity, but also a space that makes you kind of center in who you are, you deeply feel the legacy of creative women here at Hedgebrook.
I'm here with my project Unapologetic, which captures young Black women organizing in Chicago as they work to oust the state's attorney, the police superintendent, and the mayor. Being in a community of women this week has been very important, especially having a project that does have so many strong women at the forefront. It pushed me to bring up questions that I really haven't shared in common space and root myself in my piece in a way that I don't think I've been able to before. The level of care that I experienced here is not something I've experienced in a long time, and it's allowed me to digest and reflect on the things that happened internally. I'm charging myself with keeping that same caring energy with me as I move forward, because it's really that I need that self-care to be able to do the work.
My film is called Citizen, and it is a 10-year portrait of 4 young people at the front lines of the global immigration debates who are fighting to expand ideas of belonging. Having a lab for documentary filmmakers who are women is really important. We get less support for our films. We also get fewer awards for our films. So I came having worked on it for over a decade, and it's been really hard to get the kind of mentorship and support along the way that I really needed. So I came in foggy about how to push the film over the finish line. I was able to get really good feedback about my film at the stage it's in, but also strategic advice about how to position it for success when it's complete. I think Hedgebrook was founded with an understanding that storytelling and narratives also shape reality. And so having women at the helm of storytelling is critical for achieving social and economic equality for women and for society in general. And documentary storytelling is really an important part of that in terms of our current cultural landscape.
This new endeavor of Hedgebrook really tells you how Hedgebrook is growing. You're not staying where you are. You're listening, putting your ear to the ground. And this is rich field. This is something that we need to nourish. I have no idea what I just said. I don't know how you're going to edit that, honey.